Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Pankaj Dobaria. I am sharing a nopCommerce and .NET Core real world experience. In this video, I am going to share a top 5 mistakes that nopCommerce developer usually makes. If you are working on the nopCommerce projects, avoid these mistakes to save a lot of time, improve performance, and write a clean code. So let's start. I have prepared some points on the presentation. I'll share with the screen. Also, meantime, I'll sharing the Visual Studio Code to showing something on that. So here it is, top 5 of mistakes, common mistakes that developer makes, how to avoid them. Mistakes 1, direct DB access. Avoid direct SQL, use nopCommerce services like a product service. So usually the .NET developers are written the SQL query directly to access the database. Instead of that, you need to be use the services. As I have prepared in the previous video, you can use this like a homepage services will be there, and in the homepage services, I'm using the repository, and inside the repository, I'm calling the get all data will be there, as well as I'm also using the services for the uh, I'm using the services for the get data, insert data, and update data. So use these services instead of direct DB query. Most of the .NET developers that's initially started are returning the query that directly access the database, like connections, open, close will be there, and they get the data. Instead of that, if you are working within nopCommerce, use the services. You can take a reference of product services. Here it is. You can search with that. So here is the product services will be there. Also, there was a category service. Any of the service that you have take a reference of the nopCommerce and use this. This is the first mistake that nopCommerce developers will be do or a .NET developers can do. But as once you have a professional nopCommerce developers, use this. Mistake 2, no caching. Use iStatic Manager to improve performance. So this is the most important part that you need to be taken care of this. Let's take a look of that. This is how static case managers will be there. As an upcomers developers, you need to think about the caching because you are working with the e-commerce market. And e-commerce market has most important part is the performance. If you are using the caching mechanism as part of the nopCommerce, your speed will be not down once you are developing any kind of features or a plugins develop. Here you can see on our side as well. I'm using this get data async will be there. That will be a predefined of nopCommerce I repositories will be inside that. And once we have go inside, it will be used the caching key will be there, and based on the caching key, the data will be get. So you can check also in the product services as well. Once you have any kind of use the products, the product services, get all things will be there, and that will be coming from the cache, and that cache will be iStatic cache managers will be. So this is the important part that you need to be use the iStatic cache manager instead of getting that get data will be there. I can use like the data will be get it from where this will is where as well, like await home page repository dot tables dot get all dot to list async. Okay, so here it will be also returning all the data, and then after I can also apply this filter as well, whatever we need to be do. But this will be direct database query will be there. Instead of that, you need to be use the caching. So this is the most important part. That's while you are returning the code, you need to take care of this. Mistake 3, bad plugin structures. Like follow the clean architecture, controller, service and data layers. In the first video, I can show you the architectures of the plugins, architectures of the nopCommerce. So if you can use the structures, it will be most important because today You are starting with the development. If you are as a developers working of any code of anywhere, and after like 1 year or 2 years, your customers or you need to be changed anything on any level. Like suppose the data is not getting properly, and you can write a code to anywhere. You need to find first. Instead of that, if you are using the services, models, factory, the admin part will be separated. So while you are facing some issues, suppose you are facing some issues in the admin part, so you need to just go to the admin area and check where it is. If you feel like the services is slow, the getting data will be slow, you just need to take care of the services where it is the problem. If the data is mapping is mistakes, you need to check of the model factories, like where the mapping mistakes will be there. So if you can follow the 100% match structures, whatever the nopCommerce is doing, that will be improve your code will be there, and your timing as well. Mistake 4: infinite queries. Fetch only required data, optimize query. So this is the important. In the last video, also I'll be sharing some tips will be there that how you can improve your faster. If the data is not sufficient and you are taken care of that, that will be also not a good. That mistakes will be there. As I said, like if I'll be doing this, where get data, suppose if I'm doing this, this will be 100% wrongs will be there. If I'm writing this code, this will be 100% wrong because suppose you are getting all the data from database first, and if this parameters is returning not true, okay, so this data will be filtered that whatever the is active is true, then it is filtered. Suppose if you have a 10 lakhs data, in 10 lakhs data you have need to require a 5 lakhs which is active. In your database, you're receiving all 10 lakhs data stored in the memory will be filtered. Instead of that, you can use as a queryable will be there. Here it is, the queryable will be there. The data will be first where, and and then after the data will be getting to us. So this is not a right practice. You need to be used as a queryable. The queryable will be not returning the data. It's just preparing the query. Once you have dot to list async, so dot to list will be there. It will be filters from it. So this is a mistakes that usually developers will be make, like whatever all the data will be there, or use unnecessary loops will be there. If you are using the data only one, you can also filter by queryable and then after use it. If your unnecessary loops will be there, then also will be there. And the data is also inside the loop, that is also a bad practice as well. Suppose if you have want to get a category of the products will be there. So if you are filtering, suppose if you have a five category and inside the five category you need to get the data. Okay, so if you are get first a category and then after you are making a for loops will be there. Suppose let me write a pseudo codes will be there. If you have a five category, you are returning a loop for the five category. Okay, and here you can get the product data from by category ID. Okay, so that means here is the first database call that it will be getting a five category. Then after starting the loop, and each category that goes to the database and get the products from the data. Okay, so this will be take like a sixth database call that you will be performing on this section. Instead of that, you will be, here is the one query that categories will be there, and you need to be prepare a query that without for loop. Outside the for loop, you need to get all the data which has these five category ID. Write a query that it will be taking all the five category data, and then after you can take a look or assign the data based on the category. So it will be avoid to sending a five database call instead of no. So that is the most important part that you need to be taking care of this. Mistake 5. Too many plugins. Use only required plugins to avoid the performance issue. Suppose nopCommerce has providing a many default plugins. Here you can see this. All these are the nopCommerce default plugin. But these all are if you are not using, suppose in Power BI, Omniscient, Brevo, there is a payment methods multiple. If you are using only papers, install only papers. Avoid whatever the plugins is there. Suppose if you have a small features, if there is an existing plugin, add the feature inside the plugin. You avoid to increasing the plugins. That will be more complicated to manage the plugins. If you in the future, suppose every small features, if you are using the separate plugins, okay. So in the future, if some requirements will be there, and if you are overriding the services, that will be taking an issue to one plugins will be override to another plugins and another plugins override to another services. So that will be also a complicated things will be there. So if you are working with these small things, extend the plugin instead of creating a new plugin. That is the best practice will be there as well. And uninstall from our server whatever the plugins are not used. That is the things. Best practice. Use the services, caching, clean architecture, and optimized code. So these are the five things that I will be sending to you. So all the best. Check every part of the things. You can use the services, use the caching, clean architectures that I'll be, and optimize the query. These are the five things that most of the .NET developers are making the mistakes while they are working with the nopCommerce. So stay with it, and once you are getting a practice on that, it will be, improve your things will be there. The conclusions: avoid these mistakes to build a scalable nopCommerce application. As I said, like if you are scalable, like today your website is small, but if you are running with this application in long 5 years, 7 years will be there. I have many projects that's last 6 years or last 7 years I'm managing this product, upgrading time to time. So in this case, if you are making a clean architecture, it will be easy to understand, easy to upgrade, and everything will be working smoothly. If the new features will be there, you can just think about this features is how many percent will be matched with our existing plugins or existing nopCommerce. If it will be useful, like to use some of the services, some of the codes that from the plugins just need to be enhanced that features from the plugins. That will be very useful for the futures for upgrading and maintenance the same. Okay, so these are the most five mistakes that nopCommerce developers make will be there. Let me know in the comments which mistakes that you faced in the nopCommerce projects. And if you want an nopCommerce tutorial like this, please subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching this video.